Hi, my name is Gongkan. In this reflection, I'll be sharing two key insights from the KV module. First, my experience with the Lean Startup methodology built my selling loops, and second, my overall entrepreneurial journey. In our KV project, my team developed 5 MVPs of a cooling attachment that can be clipped onto any backpack to help students stay cool under the sun. We built these MVPs ourselves using affordable materials and tested them on students. Across 5 loops, we interviewed over 150 students, gathered their feedback, and made improvement on each round. What started as a DIY-looking prototype became a compact, well-built product at the end. At the start, I was very excited and confident because our idea solved a real-world problem. I went into each loop eager to prove that our product was perfect. But with each round, new problem appeared. This was discouraging and made me doubt whether we had chosen the right idea. Still, positive feedback from some users gave me motivation to keep going and fix the issues instead of avoiding them. Our strength is that our MVP was a physical one, so we could get real-world, hands-on user feedback. We eventually found the right material to switch to, hydrogel, to solve early issues such as weight and condensation. However, we still couldn't meet the user expectations for cooling duration, and even though the weight was acceptable, it wasn't ideal for everyone. Building physical MVPs helped us collect real quality feedback that drove improvements, and at first, we struggled to find the right cooling solution because we avoided tackling the core issue and instead we tried to add quick fixes. Once we accepted that we need a major change, we saved both time and money. Still, our inability to meet the expectations for cooling duration and weight reduced user interest in our product. In conclusion, the BMO loop taught me that the MVP testing is less about making something that's perfect and more about learning from the feedback, adapting quickly. So, the faster you can make changes, the closer you are to getting a real solution. In the future, I'll set clear goals for each BMO loops and test with a wider range of users for more diverse feedback. I'll research and try on multiple options before committing, and I'll focus on fixing the root problem early instead of adding temporary patches. For the entrepreneurial experience, over the semester, KB took me through the full entrepreneurial process, from brainstorming idea in class to emphasizing with users to real-world testing and creating a product that people might actually want. I was mentored to think like a user, reflect on my work, and build something with business potential. At first, I was ecstatic because I always dreamed of becoming an entrepreneur. I started with the confidence and believing that I had what it takes. But as we faced challenges in our BML loops and doubts started to creep in, and I questioned if I was really cut for this. But I still did not quit. I refused to quit. I pushed through the setbacks, learned from the failures, and adapted. When our product finally came through and users appreciated our effort, I felt genuinely proud of myself and my team. One skill that I excelled at was creative thinking, coming up with ideas and innovations. I was also good in communication skills, from pitching to interviewing to engaging with people. However, I struggled to balance the creativity with feasibility, sometimes focusing too much on the cool ideas without checking if they were practical. My creative thinking improved because the idea generation and design thinking workshops, where I learned to think like a user and step into their shoes. My communication skill grew because I did so much interview that I where I was supposed to approach strangers, explain about our concept, persuade them to participate. These skills will be stuck with me for the rest of my life. My struggle with creativity and feasibility came from being overly attached to my own idea and forgetting that not everyone shares the same vision. In conclusion, the biggest lesson that I've taken from KAB is that entrepreneurship is a skill you can learn. No one is born as an entrepreneur. With the right process, persistence, anyone can pre-build and be a successful entrepreneur. In the future project, I'll set clear milestones to track progress and keep doubts in check with a problem-solving mindset. I'll seek feedback from different perspectives to avoid over-attachment to my own ideas, and I'll stay persistent through the challenges, focusing on steady improvement rather than perfection from the start. Overall, KB has shown me that entrepreneurship isn't about getting it right the first time. It's about learning from the users, adapting quickly, and having the persistence to keep improving until you get it right. Thank you.